So today I'm going to be actually ranking something unique, and as far as I can tell, no one has done this before, but today I'm going to be ranking every single inspec song that is currently in Valorant. Basically, there are some skins in the game that when you inspect it, it will play a song. So yeah, there's not too many, but you know, I'm going to rank all the ones that we currently have at the moment. But before this video starts, I am going to ask if you can hit the like button below and subscribe, as me being a smaller channel makes that I'm completely screwed over by the algorithm, and literally all of my videos that I do most likely will get barely any attention, so you subscribing and hitting the like button below could actually help me out and could help me grow. And if that out of the way, let's get on to the video. Now for our last place on our list, it has to be the level 2 Neo Frontier Sheriff Inspect. Overall, this isn't necessarily a bad jingle, it's pretty cool, but I've heard many people say that they honestly would have preferred the inspect if it didn't have any jingle or any music to go with it. And if someone would literally say that they would prefer the inspect without the song, you know that the song isn't really that good. The upgraded Neo Frontier version is super low for the exact same reason as the unupgraded version. That's simply that I would prefer personally the inspect without it, but the reason why this version is in fact higher than the unupgraded version is because I prefer the electric guitar over the other one. Now, I don't exactly consider this to be a bad song, but the reason why it's super low is because out of all the other Radiant Entertainment System inspect song, I can't really see myself listening to the song too much. You know, like I might inspect my gun like once, twice, 3 times, but I feel like the song just gets boring very fast and isn't really that good of a song when compared to all the other inspect songs on this list. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Spectrum is in fact the first ever skin line to have an inspect song, and overall it's not a bad inspect song, but the reason why it's so low is because just how repetitive it is. It definitely does sound better than all the other songs that are so far on this list, but I just feel like it just gets really repetitive very fast, because it's just like how similar the entire loop sounds like. Now, the reason why I'm putting up this inspect so high is because overall I really like the way it sounds, and just overall because it overall just carries this style, because like out of all the styles, I definitely think that the blue version is the worst one, and it just honestly kind of sucks. So the fact that the inspect song just kind of carries it this much, because it's not the best inspect song, I do think that the other one does sound better, but this one is actually not that bad to listen to, and I actually think it's kind of a bop. And for our 4th place, and in my opinion the best Radiant Entertainment System inspect song, it definitely has to be the Dance Fever one. Overall, I just really love this inspect song, and personally I kind of wish that instead of like trying to make the whole 3-in-1 skins, I kind of wish that they kind of just like separate the skins into separate bundles, because currently I don't care about the blue style or the like fire style, but I really like the dance style one, and I just really love the inspect song. Like, this is something like I might actually just like unironically listen to, and this is why it's in our 4th spot on this list. And of course, at the top for our number 3 spot, we're definitely gonna have the Champion's Vandal. Like, honestly, if you like ever picked up the skin and like inspected it, you can just tell like the inspect song is like absolutely god tier. And of course the song is gonna be good because an actual artist made the song. If you didn't know, the Champion Skins inspect songs are actually sampled from an actual song that was made in collaboration with Riot Games, and there's also a music video for it. So if you don't want to check it out, I will leave a link to it. And overall, this inspect is fantastic, and also the finisher is also god tier, because it is basically just a continuation of the inspect and is like a longer, better version. Now, I do think that when it comes to like the actual song and music video, that Die For You is definitely better than Fire Again. But when it comes to the actual part that is sampled for the actual inspect, I do in fact think that the Champion's Phantom is definitely the better inspect because it's just like very catchy. The loop is perfect, like it's definitely looped, but the part of the song that's actually looped just sounds so good, and just like I inspect the skin all the time and it just never gets boring for me. And when it comes to the actual finisher that also plays the exact same song, it's like overall I just love the skin and I really love the inspect for it, and it is definitely why it has to be the second place on our list. And when it comes to our first place and the best inspect song out of all the inspect songs in Valorant, it definitely has to be my Microwave.